Welcome to the New Zonderlings podcast, where we explore the weird and bizarre. Here are your hosts, Noah and Jeanette.
Hello and welcome to the New Zonderlings podcast. My name is Noah and I'm joined by my co-host Jeanette.
Hi, everyone. My weirdos. Everyone that's weird out there. It loves weird things. I love you all. Did you want to talk about this?
The mic test? Yes, we could talk about the mic test. So you may notice that we sound so much better now. We might even sound crisp and clean.
We got a professional setup.
We do have a professional setup now. We got mics. We have mic stands. We've got a mixer. We look professional now. Our hobby is taking
we only
flight.
look it. We don't sound it.
No, we don't sound professional at all. But that's besides the point.
All right. Today's story, I actually have a couple. It was a request by Sylvia. So thank you to Sylvia.
Thank you, Sylvia, for sending us a request.
For this story to be done by us. I'm just going to read you the title. You can tell me your thoughts on it.
Mm-hmm.
Utah teen faces charges after allegedly taping fish to ATMs.
You lost me. You lost me at Utah.
Hey, we do weird stuff here. Utah. Fish crimes in Utah.
Fish crimes in Utah.
That's weird by itself. Just to
Yeah.
think where'd they get the fish?
And taping them
That's
to
probably expensive.
ATMs.
All right. So this was put out there by David Moy. It happened this year too.
Okay.
January 2024. Guilty as charged, and he wrote Gil.
I see. Yes, a fish pun.
A funny reporter. Yeah.
Well, that's debatable.
A teenage boy in Provo, Texas is facing, I said Texas.
Yeah, Texas.
Oh, God. Okay. A teenage boy from Utah is facing charges after allegedly taping fish to various ATMs in the city and even to a police car.
Wow.
Dun, dun, dun.
Bold.
And of course, the fishy behavior was all documented on social media. That's a topic we should probably talk about. Criminals who post what they did on social media.
There's a movie about that.
There's a movie? You're not saying? What? You would never bring up a movie.
I know. It's almost like we should have done a podcast over media.
So what's the movie?
I can't remember. All I know is I remember seeing a trailer. It's like Bonnie and Clyde, but Bonnie is like on social media posting their crimes. It's kind of weird, but it's the only thing I remember from this trailer. So I guess it's kind of, in a way, the same thing.
Huh.
Yeah. We'll have to look it up and see if we can find it.
Well, I mean, you just trying to think of the things a bored teenage boy would do in Utah.
Apparently tape fish to things.
What's in Utah aside from Salt Lake City? What else is in Utah?
I don't really remember much from Utah. They had some good restaurants.
You went to Utah then?
Yeah, I've been through Utah. We didn't stop anywhere in Utah, but I have been through Utah, and all I remember was the restaurants were pretty good. It's a lot like Kentucky.
What is special about Utah? What Google has to say is Utah is a landlocked state in the Mountain West subregion of the western United States. It borders Colorado to the east, Wyoming to its northeast, Idaho to its north, Arizona to its south, and Nevada to its west. Utah also touches a corner of New Mexico in the southeast.
Now, New Mexico, that's where it's at.
That's what they had to say about Utah. Is Zion National Park there? I'm sure with all that open land out there, there's probably some national parks.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
See, Utah, what to see. So I wrote in Google, or I typed into Google, Utah First Credit Union is what came up after I typed what to see in Utah. Big Cottonwood Canyon, Zion National Park. So
so Zion National Park is there.
Liberty Park. Lagoon Amusement Park. Isn't that kind of like a desert in Utah?
I'm not sure.
Name any kind of amusement park. Lagoon. Bryce Canyon National Park is there. The Utah's Hogle Zoo. Hoggle? Just one O. Snow Basin Resort. Arches National Park is there.
How long are you going to do this bit?
Okay, so Utah is your state if you want to see national parks.
Why'd you do that for so long?
That was the moral of that whole story.
Why'd you read so many of those?
I don't know. I wanted to see what was in Utah.
Could have done off the show.
The more you know. I don't know. You can cut that out if you want.
Oh, we're going to cut most of that.
Okay, so authorities in this city in Utah, the police department, alleged that the unnamed 17-year-old was responsible for about a dozen fish taping incidents between August and October.
Wow.
Since this story came out in January 2024, I'm assuming that this stuff actually happened in 2023.
Mm-hmm. It's usually how it works.
Yeah, it would happen before then, right?
Right.
I want to know where they were getting all these fish. I happen to have a picture of an ATM fish taping.
Wow.
And it's not just a normal fish you buy at the grocery store.
No.
I was worried about this being too short of a story because we're almost done with it already.
Yeah.
But so I looked up what kind of fish this was. I came up with two possibilities: a spotted sunfish or a bluegill. I'm leaning towards spotted sunfish because of the spots that are obviously on it.
What?
But it could still be a bluegill.
Right. I have no idea. I'm not a fish person.
Well, if you've ever been fishing in your whole life, that's what you always fish for when you're newly fishing.
Bluegill?
I think they're just, I don't know if they're easier to catch or...
Maybe they're just stupid.
I don't know.
Oh, a worm.
But yeah, they're pretty common when you're,
right.
Fishing in the woods. You found a water hole and stick a pole and a line in it. That's what you get. Oh my God. Something my dad used to say just came to my head.
Which?
It's just like an old song. Nothing. I ain't going to sing it on here.
Okay. Moving on.
Since he's only 17 years old, we can't know his name, of course, but he is facing charges for taping fish to ATMs and apparently taping mini fish to police cars also.
That's funny.
That's just a bored teenager.
It's pretty funny, though.
It is funny. It didn't really hurt anybody except the fish. I'm sure they didn't appreciate being taped to stuff.
I guess that's true, but do fish have feelings?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I don't know. That Nirvana song says they don't.
I don't believe in anybody who says, oh my God, I'm going to get comments about this, that fish don't feel pain. They have a central nervous system. They have feelings and they have pain. Have you ever seen those videos of people like filleting fish alive?
No, why would I watch that?
Well, I mean,
that sounds horrifying.
There's a group of people out there who say that's okay because, they're dumb fish. They don't have any feelings. Pretty sure anything that's alive would. Any animal, I'll say that. Any marine animal, any kind of an amphibian, anything that swims or walks on land, if you skin it, it's going to hurt.
Yeah, probably. I would say it'd hurt. It'd hurt if I did it to you.
Yeah, because I have a central nervous system with nerves. So that hurts. That hurts the fish. So yes, fish do experience pain. Now, did you mean physically or spiritually or emotionally? Before I went off into that tirade, I guess I should ask you.
I don't even know anymore where we were.
I think I made Noah cry.
I'm not crying. I'm not crying, you're crying.
Authorities told KSTU, I don't know how they come into this story that just says it in the middle of it. They suspected the fish taping was done in innocent fun, but charged the teen with 2 misdemeanor counts of causing property damage back in December, mainly because the cleanup of the fish carcasses off cars and ATMs started to cost money. After the teen was referred to juvenile court, the case was officially closed. Officials told the station they did not know where the teen got the fish.
See, that's something you keep saying. Like, this isn't... Where's he getting these fish from? It's Utah.
Okay, and oh my gosh, I didn't even read this last sentence, so this was not pre-done. This is going to sound like we did this on purpose. The fish taping photos were uploaded to an Instagram account titled Fish Bandit 84, which has the tagline, "Live, laugh, tape fish on ATMs, and promises no fish were harmed in this process." The fish are dead.
So is he getting them dead, or
I don't think you can harm a dead fish, but I'm pretty sure he killed the fish either before taping them to the ATMs, or he got them dead already.
I was gonna say,
or he killed them in the act of taping them. Although I imagine it's hard to tape a fish to anything when it's alive. It's flopping around. Yeah.
I wouldn't know personally.
I have never tried to tape a fish to anything.
I haven't either. I don't plan to either.
It looks like he used a rather large piece of duct tape to do this.
I saw that. It was literally just one piece of duct tape.
But it's a pretty large fish.
Yeah, it is.
Could you imagine walking up to get some cash out of the ATM and there's just a fish taped to it?
What's the talking bass that you hang on your wall?
It's dumb. That's what that is.
What's the name of it?
I don't know what the name of it is.
You don't know what they're called?
It has a name?
Yeah, he's got a name. He's talking. He's talking bass fish. Billy Bass.
It's called Billy Bass?
Billy Bass. Big mouth Billy Bass.
Okay. Well, that's reaching back in time. Those are kind of old now, aren't
you
they?
walk up to an ATM and you got big mouth Billy Bass talking to you instead of the ATM teller.
Yeah. That'd be kind of funny. All in the name of this teenage boy from Utah that was really bored.
Yeah.
We'll give it his name if we ever learn it. So I did pull a couple other stories that I thought were too small to do a podcast over.
Mm-hmm.
But since that one was requested by one of our biggest fans, I thought that I'd throw in a couple more to fill the half hour. So this one is called Alabama Man Shocks Shoppers with X-Rated Plunge into Bass Pro Shop Aquarium.
Wow. That is a mouthful.
It is. It's a very long title. They should probably shorten these to, I don't know, Butt Naked Man Jumps in Aquarium at Bass Pro Shop. I mean, that would be shorter.
That's still pretty long.
Bass Pro Experiences Naked Plunge.
That one's kind of short.
Okay, do you have any? Can you think of any on the spot, Noah? Go.
Crazy Man takes a toll on Bass Pro. I don't know.
Naked Bath in Bass Pro.
No, it's short. I think that's short enough.
Okay. This was done for the Associated Press. January 6th, 2024, which I think, oh my gosh, is that the exact same date as the other story?
Oh my gosh.
No. It's the other one was January 24th, 2024.
Oh,
so
it was close.
January, both this year. So this was Leeds, Alabama, where I would expect more of this kind of stuff to go on.
Jeanette.
A man crashed his car outside a Bass Pro Shop in Alabama, stripped down to his birthday suit, and plunged into the giant aquarium inside the store, police said. The ordeal happened Thursday night in front of shocked shoppers in the town just outside Birmingham, Leeds Police Chief Paul Irwin said. That's what he had to say.
Do you think he was like, did you ever see Talladega Nights?
Drunk or just...
No, when Ricky Bobby is having a mental block racing cars and he crashes. Or not really crashes. He
takes all his clothes off.
And he thinks he's on fire.
Oh,
do you think that's what's happening with this gentleman?
This guy was on something or
maybe
had drank a lot of something else and
maybe he just wasn't mentally
his car
there.
And he was like, oh my God,
I'm
my
on
biscuits
fire.
are burning.
I'm on fire. Take all my clothes off. Jump in the Bass Pro pool.
It's not a pool. It's an aquarium.
I know what it is.
Those poor fish. There's some really big fish in Bass Pro.
They do have some
aquariums.
scary big fish in there.
So that takes some guts for a man to jump in there fully nude. I'm just saying.
I don't know because I know we're starting to get some international listeners.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm sure Bass Pro is local to the U.S. I don't even know how local it is to us in comparison. But Bass Pro Shop is a chain of fishing and sporting goods stores.
Yeah, it's a sporting goods store for sure.
And it's massive. Like, if you don't know what Bass Pro Shop is, Google it.
Yeah, it usually has 2 levels. I've been into a lot that has 2 levels, and then they'll have an aquarium that is both,
It goes from the top
stories.
level,
Yeah.
a waterfall to the first level.
They spend a lot of money on their decor.
Yes.
There at Bass Pro Shop.
Bass Pro Shop
I actually
is
like it.
massive.
When my kids were little, I would take them there and they loved it. Not even to buy anything. They just they have...
just play around on the boats and stuff. Because you can do that.
There's one in Clarksville, Indiana. Shout out to Indianans. Or, I'm sorry, Hoosiers. Can't call him anything but a Hoosier.
You can't hear it, but I'm face palming.
Yeah, he's embarrassed by me. It's okay. They've got one that has like a fake shooting gallery in it. So you go they call it the Big Wild Hunt, I think, or something like that. Or,
the Wild Hunt or something.
Yeah, so they have this whole area upstairs where you just walk through and you hit these little targets with your fake rifle, and it used to be cool. I hope it's still cool. I haven't been there in a while.
To my knowledge, the Clarksville, Indiana location is like one of the largest.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, they definitely have a 2-story aquarium in that.
Yeah.
So I don't know what size aquarium this Utah one got.
Jumped into.
Yeah. Got terrified. All them poor little fish.
They aren't little fish.
No, they're not. At least the ones not in Clarksville aren't. No. So the 42-year-old Alabama man did a cannonball leap. He didn't just jump in. He didn't dive in. He did a cannonball. That doesn't really scream to me. He thought he was on fire.
No. It sounds like he's just...
I've already crashed my car into this building.
Might as well commit another crime.
I'm going to have some fun. Yeah. He leapt into the aquarium and then stood under a waterfall. He left the water to yell at 2 officers, then dove back into the aquarium, police said. The man eventually climbed over the side of the aquarium and fell to the concrete floor below. Ow.
Oh my gosh.
He's completely nude doing this. Police apprehended him. That was a horrible job for them that day. He faces several charges, including public lewdness, disorderly conduct, and criminal mischief.
Yeah,
the man was in the water for about 5 minutes before officers arrived.
Wow. So he got some swim time.
Yeah. It's stuff like this that really makes me bum out and kind of... I don't want to be one of those old people that are like, back in my day, people would never have done this kind of thing. But yeah, it does make me worry about the future.
He's probably your age.
Oh, this is 42-year-old, yeah.
Yeah. So first of all,
okay, it's my
rescind your
generation.
statement. Back in my day. No, wrong.
Noah's listening better to this story than I'm reading it.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. It's been a long day already, okay?
It has been a long day.
You can tell we're not exactly on our game today, but we got this whole new setup.
We're so excited for it.
So,
we're also kind of tired.
Yeah, we're tired, but also excited. This is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay. Story number 3. This doesn't really involve a live animal. So we've had a live fish with the tank, dead fish getting taken to an ATM, and this is an ocean dweller statue.
Which is?
I'm going to tell you. Man arrested after allegedly molesting manatee statue at Florida restaurant.
Oh my gosh.
So...
I already hate this story.
Not looking good for Florida. Authorities also say Anthony Mesa, 23, so your generation, thank you.
Your generation.
Tossed deep fried gator nuggets into the restaurant after being asked to leave.
Where'd he get those? From the restaurant?
I don't know where he
ordered them and he walked out and threw them back in?
So December 15th, 2023. So all this stuff is happening.
Pretty recent.
Like last year. I don't know what was going on in 2023 with fish.
There's something in the water.
A Pittsburgh man. So this guy was not from Florida. Floridians rejoice.
He was a Pittsburgh man.
Pittsburgh man is facing a disorderly intoxication charge in Florida after he allegedly molested a manatee statue at a St. Petersburg restaurant.
Wow.
Oh, and he also tossed gator nuggets into their establishment from the parking lot. So I don't know if that's a crime. Is that a crime?
They're tacking that crime on. Littering.
Well, I mean, if they're going to get him, they might as well go all the way, right?
Oh, yeah. That's generally the practice, at least in Kentucky.
So Lessa, I believe is how you say his name. Lessa.
Yeah, Lessa. I'd say Lessa.
23, was arrested last week in connection with the alleged incidents, which happened at 2 separate businesses.
Oh, so he went on a spree.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Just bored.
Authorities arrived on the scene after getting a call from a Rick's Reefs restaurant. Rick's Reefs restaurant. Yeah, there's no good way to say it. Rick. I'm saying Rick's Reefs. Rick Reefs restaurant.
Reef?
Yeah.
Rick's Reef restaurant?
Reefs. REFF''S.
It's plural. Why is it plural?
I don't.
It shouldn't be Rick's Reef restaurant, not Rick's Reeves restaurant.
Either way, it's a horrible thing to say. Okay.
Just call it Triple R.
On St. Pete Beach, that an intoxicated person was causing a disturbance. Lessa allegedly got angry after restaurant employees told him he had already paid his bill and it was time for him to go.
Wow.
Once outside, he allegedly molested a plastic manatee located in the restaurant's parking lot, which prompted another request from the employee that he leave.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too. Hey, man, can you not do that? Can you get out of here? Stop touching that manatee.
I mean, I don't want to ask what exactly he was doing.
How atomically correct was the statue?
I don't have a picture of it, but I hope.
They used the word molest in that article a few too many times for my taste.
I just don't know what to say to this.
He touched it. I don't know that he...
I kind of want to know to what degree...
I'm kind of scared to know.
He molested it, but at the same time, I don't want to know.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Officials said Lessa got physically aggressive with the employee and that he allegedly started tossing gator nuggets.
It's funny. I thought you were going to say he got physically aggressive with the manatee statue.
I thought that's where it was going to go to, but it didn't. And then it says, that is deep fried pieces of alligator meat, in case you didn't know what a gator nugget was. Wow. Into Rick's Reef dining room. Okay. This is a reporting error. So at first it says Rick Reefs, and down here it says Rick's Reef, which makes way more sense. It
makes way more sense. So Rick's Reef restaurant.
Yes.
Triple R.
Still Triple R, but Rick's Reef. Lessa allegedly ran away towards his hotel, the postcard inn on the beach, but what happened next wasn't exactly a pretty picture. The hotel manager told police that Lessa was acting disorderly and screaming obscenities at the person working at the front desk.
No kidding.
So obviously a drunk guy. According to the affidavit obtained by WFL, the manager attempted to de-escalate things by escorting Lessa to his room, but he refused to say which one it was. Did they not know which one it was?
Yeah, can they just look up his name?
Yeah. Maybe they don't know who he is.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know.
Sir.
That doesn't exactly make sense to me.
Sir, you're drunk. What's your room? Eat my gator nuggets.
Lessa was removed from the hotel, but he allegedly lingered in the parking lot shouting obscenities. Deputies said his actions caused traffic to back up and led to the disturbing of the peace of several guests waiting for rides.
Nope, that's a crime.
That is a crime. That's the most horrible thing I've heard.
Disturbing the peace.
People had to wait.
Yeah.
Deputies who arrested Lessa said he smelled of alcohol and his pupils were dilated in a bright environment.
His peepers were dilated.
So, does that happen when you just drink alcohol, or does that indicate that he had done something else?
You know, honestly, I'm not 100% sure.
Do your pupils dilate when you're drunk?
I'm not sure. I've never looked.
Let us know.
Let us know in the comments.
Are you an expert on this? Let us know this.
Do you know? Because we don't.
As deputies were patting Lessa down, they found a little something extra in his pockets.
Marijuana.
More gator nuggets.
Oh, I was wrong.
So they have a video of the exchange that happened next if you want to look it up.
What, does he fight them?
I didn't watch the video. I should have, but I didn't actually read this whole story before this podcast, so that was bad for me.
We were short on time this week.
We were. But I wish I would have now.
Yes.
Because I really want to know what happens. So just Google the story and watch the video. After asking what Lessa had in his pockets, one of the deputies realized, that was the crap that he had. that you are throwing in the other restaurant. That's a quote.
That's a quote.
That's a quote.
That's quite the quote. Oh, that's the crap you got.
So
you thrown in the other restaurant.
I guess that's what the cop's saying. What Lessa had to say, quote, gator nuggets, end quote. Another quote.
Gator nuggets.
Another quote, shark bites.
Shark bites?
That's what it says. That's what he said. The deputy then remarked to his partner, to her partner. Boy, that was sexist of me. Yes, it was her. I thought it was like cork. I'm like, why does he have the cork in his pocket?
What is happening with these people?
I don't know.
Is this regular in Florida? Like,
is that cork in your pocket, or are you happy to see me?
Yeah, well, I thought it was cork in his pocket. What? So, who cares what's in his pocket? Pull it out. You're an officer. You have legal right to search that man.
I gotta watch this video now.
Yeah, I know. No kidding.
I'm gonna see her say that.
I just imagine they're pulling this stuff out, laying on the hood of the police car, and he's like, gator nugget.
Shark bites.
Shark bites.
Get your hands off my cork.
Yeah.
Lessa was booked on disorderly intoxication and then released on his own recognizance. Recognizance. I hate that word.
I'm not really sure how you pronounce it either, honestly.
Recognizance. No, that's not it.
You're saying reconnaissance.
Recognizance.
That sounds close enough. Before
Let's put this on the list of everything Jeanette cannot say.
It's a long list.
Oh, that's another one.
I have a very funny story.
Okay.
I knew a police officer who had, and I won't say their name. I won't even give their gender, just to protect them that much.
Why do you want to protect them?
Just in case they listen.
Aww.
They had pulled someone over and searched their pockets. And as they were pulling, they didn't understand what was coming out of their pockets. They said, well, why do they have weeds in their pockets? Like, they were like picking up grass and stuff. It was marijuana. But they were pulling it out and just kind of throwing it on the ground because they didn't think anything of it.
So it wasn't a bag or anything?
No, it was just loose marijuana.
In somebody's pocket.
And this police officer thought it was just, grass or weeds. And they were just throwing it on the ground. And the culprit was just smiling his head off and laughing. And the wind took it and scattered it everywhere. And I just imagine it's the same kind of situation with those cops in Florida. What is this? What's in your pocket? Cork? Why do you have cork?
Why do you have a cork in your pocket?
Contraband. Gator nuggets.
What are you doing with this cork, sir?
Yeah.
It's a myth that stops any kind of problem you might have.
All right. Moving on.
In the backyard. All right. So I got a picture of him. What do you think about what he looks like?
Yeah, he looks like a criminal.
He's so young. He looks like a baby.
Yeah, a baby criminal.
I'm like, was this the first time you ever drank or something? I didn't know you weren't supposed to drink the whole bottle.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the stories we had today, but I wanted to wrap things up with a little something fun, maybe something different.
Okay.
I looked up fish puns.
Oh my gosh.
Let me know if you think they're fantastic.
You said let me minnow. You're supposed to say let minnow. If they are fantastic.
I messed it up.
You couldn't even read your own joke right.
Should we try it again?
No, we're leaving this in. We're not editing that out. That was good. That was good, Jeanette.
It's official. You're aiding and abating me. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that.
Your fish puns are kind of falling through.
I'm just squidding.
It's not even a fish. It's a marine life.
I don't know. This is what came up. I can't. Sounds fishy to me. No. Tune it in next time. You've been schooled.
That one's just bad. That one you shouldn't have even said.
I'm royally scrawed.
What? What did you just say?
Royally scrod.
What is that?
It's a type of fish.
I didn't know that.
You're cracking me up.
Oh, like a kraken.
That's a load of pollux. That's a load of carp. Okay, I got a joke.
I don't know if I want to hear it.
What in the name?
What in the name of God are you doing?
What is the name of the secret agent fish?
What?
You got this.
No.
Pond. James
Oh my
Pond.
God.
Where do fish go for a facelift?
Where?
The plastic sturgeon.
Oh God. Okay.
No. Where does a fish borrow money? From a loan shark. That was so obvious. Why didn't you get that?
Because I don't want to get this. I want to be done with this bit.
What is another name for a fish murderer?
I don't know.
A serial kriller.
Okay.
Why did one fish slap the other?
Why?
To snap her out of it.
Okay.
I'm just getting blank stares at. Okay, I'll do one more. Then we'll wrap this up. Okay, you ready for it? Which fish has the worst haircut?
What?
A mullet.
Oh, that's funny. So anyways.
You are the worst co-host ever.
That was painful. Okay, those were painful.
I thought they were funny.
Yeah, well, what'd the fish say when he hit the wall?
What?
Damn.
No, that's not a fish pun joke.
It's a joke about fish.
It has to be a pun.
No, it doesn't.
I made the rules. It has to be a pun.
Okay, well, end the episode. We're cutting half of that.
Thank you all for listening for that long, long rambling of ours today.
Like what you heard? Like, comment, and subscribe. Feel free to leave future suggestions for episodes on our website. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Reddit, and X.
Yeah, let me know if you want more puns in the future.
We don't. Thank you, though. Thanks for listening.
You've been listening to the New Zonderlings podcast. Be sure to check out other episodes of this podcast when Noah and Jeanette will once again explore the weird and bizarre right here on the New Zonderlings podcast.